copy that and lift it at the loose. They won't get up out my way, I move. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Threw up by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a mad. This boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, they look like.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So for the Celtics, their last game, a loss to Toronto. Now here's Murray. Porzingis with the block. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Mr. Porzingis. In the corner, Tatum with it. And a miss there on the triple. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mr. Williamson. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Now here's Murray. Over Holiday. Murray, no good. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Harden. And he drives in. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here is Harden. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Harden on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Taken away by Holiday.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal. And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
It's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harden scanning the floor. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's big time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Off target from three-point range. And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. Back to Barnes. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Harden. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Jones. Harden right side. Barnes the screen. Porzingis with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Busted. No good that time either.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
In the corner. Tatum with it. Out to Porzingis. All sorts of time. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
From the mid-range, Kristaps Porzingis release point so high.
Barnes the screen. Here's Murray. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
The 3 from Porzingis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Pelicans on top. They... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
And here's Harden for 3. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
From deep, Harden. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Brown. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, you have to love how Jaylen Brown keeps his attention on the rim. He doesn't let the defense change his shot. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Pelicans. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside, Porzingis. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Down low. It's deflected. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Pirtle with the steal. Inside. Here's Barnes. Porzingis with the block. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the three-point shot. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition. So much to like.
Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Alvarado. And that one hits back iron. On the wing, Holiday. Over to the left wing. Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Porzingis has got his third bucket of the night. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Porzingis with the steal. The numbers in their favor. Holiday gets the bucket. And now just a 2-point Pelican lead.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Deep two from Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And stolen by Murray. Birtle with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Williamson. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Porzingis. Plays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Kristaps Porzingis, a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's White. Lets it go from deep. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
And that one's good. Williamson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Tatum. The layup off target. Stolen by Tatum. Off on the layup. That will count. No good on that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boston trailing. Here's Holiday. Driving to the basket. For the lead. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Well, the high-value corner three-point shot. Jason Tatum makes it easy money right there.
Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. White, wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. And Derek White picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. And here's New Orleans now. It's a 1-point game. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Tatum on the wing. Back to Brown. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, Brown makes himself the best option in the pick and roll there. That's beautifully done.
Harden outside. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Pass to Harden. Barnes the screen. To the middle. Stolen by Walker. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Porzingis. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Harden. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
The Pelicans have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Count it. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Heading with it. Murray for 3. Walker with the rebound.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And Jones sends it back. Tatum with it. Jones covering. Tatum gets it inside.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for... player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And stolen by Murray. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
New Orleans making a switch here. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. The lead is 2. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
On the wing, Harden. 26 points for him. Rebound, Boston. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Shoots. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Off the inbound pass. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's stolen by Green. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. .102 left in the third quarter. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 5. Pass to Alvarado. The tray. And the 3-ball is good. Alvarado's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Porzingis. Outside Tatum. On a fantastic play by Tatum.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
From 20 feet out. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way...
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here is Harden. To tie it up. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Screen by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Out to Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Murray. Outside, Jones. Here's Harden on the wing. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
and he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Cornette. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Hauser. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Harden outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
Boston leading by 5. And here is Brown. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Back to Holiday. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
His team leans heavily on James Harden when the game is hanging in the balance. Mr. Harden with a big shot.
Brown outside. Tatum a screen. Porzingis inside. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Clock at 2. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 4. And Harden with the stop.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That sends Porzingis to the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans trailed by 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close. Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string. You need to score it. No problem.
And they needed that free throw to fall, and he knew it. Huge shot to make it a one-possession game.
And they pick up 2. Porzingis has got 25 points in the game.
Kristaps Porzingis in a big spot, not an inch of back down. That is beautiful.
Clearly a foul.
Jason Tatum. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Harden hits them both. 54 seconds left in the game. Holiday. Pass to Brown. And they double up Brown. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Count it!
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Pelicans with possession here. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a
Distributor, great pass on that one.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trailed by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
It's stolen by Brown. Purtle with the steal. Kept alive. Williamson. Count it.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks.
Talking this music. Patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can, and you can tell by how my bread stack up. Then this rap so the back up, watch it, like my whip, like my chick. Doing a $1.6 with me in the cockpit. Grinding, cousin, I got 4 dozen, even 11.5. If I see you, keep it coming in my. That's just as heavy as my name. So much dough, I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky, something that I just can't help. Especially when them 20s are spinning like windmills. And the ice 32 below minus the wind chill. Filthy, the word that best defines me. I'm just grinding, man. Y'all never mind me. Keep in a lining, better stay in line when you see it like me shining. Grinding, you know what I keep in a lining, better stay in line when you see it like me shining. My grind's about family, never been about fame. Some days I wasn't able, there was always get you in the game.